Hey everyone, welcome to the episode of DC on TV. We look at every episode in the Arrowverse. I'm Justin.
I'm Pablo.
Man, did this week suck.
It was not a good week. No, wait, let me rephrase that. Episodes on their own were pretty decent. They were pretty good.
I disagree.
Good stories.
Disagree.
However, to the whole season for me, no point in these episodes.
I thought they were just meh, if that, in general. What'd you think?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Sounds about right.
All right, how about we start off with the show that's on every Monday, Supergirl. Justin, how about you tell us a little bit about it?
Maggie and Supergirl are having issues of how they should go about saving Alex. So that's pretty much it. That this guy's like, hey, I'll get Alex out if you get my dad out of jail.
I think I'll stick to the synopsis from now on. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah.
What'd
you think of this episode, Pablo?
Great episode, standalone episode. I really said that at the beginning.
I liked the
great,
Supergirl stuff.
Yeah, great story to go on. The only thing I didn't like was why now? Why bring this point up now?
This could have been opening season or something.
Exactly.
Or when her and Maggie... Well, I think you kind of need it for the Maggie stuff with her.
At least build the seeds throughout the season. This kind of just seemed like, boom, out of nowhere, we're going this way, you know? And it kind of seemed a little bit out of character.
So it didn't get you ready for the season finale, which is like 3 weeks away?
No, that's the second thing I didn't like. That the main story arc, it was in the B story. We have 3 episodes left until your season is ending, and you're giving us a main story as a B plot, which at this point we should probably know what's happening.
Yeah,
we still don't know what's happening. At least I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
We kind of got it in this. They're trying to build a portal to do something.
That's what they're doing. Holy crap!
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's happening, but they're making one of those portals that they've already used earlier this season to transport to another world.
That doesn't sound scary at all.
But I mean, those are just 2 of my major that I disliked from this episode. What are some things that you liked or disliked?
I thought it was... the only thing I didn't like was the whole thing of like when they were mad at each other, Maggie and Supergirl, that it was like the whole thing of like, how do you think I feel she's my sister? How do you think I feel she's my girlfriend? Oh, I think Supergirl's known her longer and has this emotional attachment more than you do, Maggie. You've known her how long? Maybe a year.
Now that you bring up emotions, that's the thing I probably hated the most. That Supergirl couldn't keep her emotions in check throughout the episode. It was just like, CW does a great job of making the heroes look like idiots.
Yeah.
And the
side characters are the smartest ones, like you said.
To try to prove a point. I mean, I don't really think we needed it, but transitioning from dislikes, what are some positives that you saw from this episode?
I don't know. The bad guy was pretty good. Here's my other thing, though. So you're telling me that this guy follows Supergirl for a year, figures out her identity, where her sister works, where her sister lives, where Supergirl lives, and that John Jones is an alien? Amazing.
I didn't say it was... Everything was plot proof, but I liked the episode. You gotta... I guess what you told me last week, I'm telling you this week. You gotta, suspend your belief in some of the things that's happening.
Yeah.
But some things that I did enjoy from this episode were Alex being resourceful, being trapped. She still found a way to try to get a message out. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, her survival skills are crazy. I would have never.
But possibly the thing I enjoyed the most of this episode was the relationship between Alex and Maggie. That scene when you're looking at on the
right here
on the computer, exactly, because it meant something. We've actually seen this relationship start building up from the beginning. It wasn't rushed and it felt natural, and you were there emotionally when something big was happening.
Their firsts that they wanted to have.
Yeah,
that was really good.
So I mean, I can't hate this episode. I enjoyed it, except season wise, yeah, it didn't make sense, but I enjoyed it.
And then I will say one thing I didn't like as well was the whole thing with what's her name, Lena, where she's like, oh, Supergirl, I need your help, I need your opinion on something, and then like she's like, oh yeah, I was busy, what's up? Oh no, I figured it out. What? Like you couldn't have waited that much longer? Like,
I like how she does no research into who's this person I'm having lunch with. Let's just do it, let's make a deal. But I mean,
hey, let's get you a security clearance.
That's pretty much it for Supergirl. Not
yeah,
I don't want to go too much into details about the something that's been wrong the whole season, so let's end it there.
Yeah. And so on Tuesdays it's now Flash savior of the universe. Tell us what happened on Flash this week, Pablo. Thank you, Moy.
So on Flash, after Barry travels back from the future.
Back to the future.
We find out he has to find a scientist because she is the key to helping trap Savitar. At the same time, Savitar sends out a newly formed Killer Frost to try to hunt down this person before he's trapped. And that's pretty much the whole episode. We encounter some fights between Team Flash and Killer Frost.
Yeah.
And we get a big reveal at the end.
Yep. We did get a big reveal at the end.
Don't spoil it.
You might want to have to walk out. Right?
Yeah.
So can you believe that Rami was...
All right. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that happened this episode. What are some things that you liked or disliked about this?
I thought it was a good episode. I like the whole story arc with Vibe and like him not wanting to hurt Caitlyn, and Caitlyn's like literally trying to kill him, and then he's
now,
like,
right away, I'm gonna disagree with you
No?
on that. His whole thing about I can't control my powers. I don't know if I'll be able to hurt you. I'm calling bull on that.
yeah, he was
because
not trying to hurt her, right?
A few episodes back, he pretty much went hand-to-hand combat against Gypsy.
Yeah.
You can't. I'm
He-
proficient this day. I can't control my powers this day.
So wasn't
that
he
was-
saying that he didn't want to go against her because it was Caitlyn? Like remember when she's coming at him on the thing, and
his
he has
thing
like
was-
those
his thing
memories
was-
of her of Caitlyn.
Yeah, but his whole thing was, I might kill her because I can't control my powers. Which that doesn't make sense. You're
I don't think.
traveling
I think
in
he
and
was
out
just
of portals.
saying that. I doubt that that's the real reason because I doubt he could kill her. I don't think he's that strong yet.
That's the
Right?
reasoning he gave. I'm afraid that I couldn't seriously hurt or kill her.
Did you hate the Joe storyline?
I hated it up until his decision to be we got to break up.
Yeah.
This has been this was another storyline, a love storyline that I was kind of in because they built
what?
it.
Pablo in a love storyline?
Well, I'm telling you, they're good.
Miracles happen on DC on TV, folks.
They're good as long as they build them up. It's not forced, it's not rushed,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I felt this relationship was. They planted back in the early episodes. It blossomed throughout, and then I didn't like that. Oh, we got to break up. It just seemed like we got to create drama somehow to extend it.
I could agree with that. Yeah, I thought you were gonna hate it. I'm fine with it. It's just going. It's not bad. It's not great. It's cool. But yeah, I thought it was cool. Killer Frost was pretty badass. Loved Wells.
Well, yeah, one of my big likes was HR.
Hey Pablo, just as a side note, as a Christmas gift, you're getting the book by Wells. All's Wells that ends Wells. You're getting that.
I better have that. Another great
Would
thing
you
I
read
liked.
it? I would
Of
read
course
that
I would
so
read it.
badly.
Another great thing I liked was Barry using science to escape from Killer Frost in the first battle in the dorms or in the school.
Yes. He is
He's,
not a physicist. He's a what's it called? Yes, a criminologist, I would say.
Excellent wording.
Isn't that what it is?
That's not the point. Point is,
Yeah.
he uses science.
Are you trying to make fun of me for like?
No,
I think that's a real word.
criminology. I don't think that's his job. I thought
Well,
you
he's
were
a
just
CSI.
landed on that. Yes. He
Yeah.
is CSI. He does have a job. I don't think that's the official job title. That's kind of where I was going.
Well, you have to go to school for it.
Yeah, but I don't think that's officially his title. But that's not the point. The point that I was trying to make is he hasn't used science at all
In a while.
in a long while, and I'm glad that they're at least.
Mm-hmm.
It was something small that I enjoyed.
Side note: Will Wells bone that chick?
Would he? I mean, he would.
Yeah, he would.
He would.
Will he?
I don't know.
It looks like it, huh?
It's probably going to end after this episode. We're not going to see her ever again.
Oh,
And then another thing I liked was the Flash versus Killer Frost.
yeah,
That battle race.
that was super cool. Super cool. I
But
liked
then-
it.
Ending, how the episode ended. What did you think about the big reveal?
Oh man, did I have problems with it? Here's a better way to reference it. To me, in the writers' room, it felt like it was like the ending of Scary Movie 1, where they copy the Usual Suspects ending, where he reveals it, and then runs in the middle of the street and is like, "What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?" Didn't you do that in Scary Movie also?
Yeah. I mean, a good episode. Kind of. The ending kind of took it.
Is that a
down.
good? Is that a good reference?
It's a better one. Better than your first try. Yeah. It was just.
Yeah, I was just like, cool.
It doesn't make sense at all. I mean, can you try to explain it without using Speed Force?
Well, the thing is, too, is so basically he's saying that you marrying Iris is the worst thing that's ever happened to me, so I must go back in time and make sure it doesn't happen. Like, the whole.
Is that what he said?
No, but like that's what I'm understanding of it. Why would he go back in time and change something so drastic?
Well, here's my thing with it. Here's the thing that I can't even get past yet.
We're gonna be on this for a while, folks.
The thing I can't even get past, first of all, is Future Flash went back in time and trapped a young Savitar.
What?
Exactly.
Wait, what? Explain that again. Which Future Flash?
I don't know. A Future Flash. Here's the thing. In the beginning of the season, the whole folk tale or folklore behind Savitar is, you trapped me in the future. I'm here to exact my revenge on you now. Before you have a chance to do it in the future. So at some point, Future Flash travels back to entrap a young Savitar, but at what point does that Savitar stop his own timeline? I don't know. That's what I can't get past.
This reveal made us ask more questions than it answered.
A lot more.
My main thing is why. Still on it, Moy.
Can I come in?
We're still on it.
So yeah, it just opened up a lot more questions.
This is like Lost.
I can't.
More answers lead to more questions.
And then
Man.
it just kind of felt like to me.
It didn't make sense to me. I mean, maybe we'll explain it later, but like,
Boy, I hope so. Cause
#WhyBarry why.
But that pretty much sums up Flash.
Was that
Moving
good?
on. That was great. Moving on to
Let's get it trending, folks.
our final night, Arrow on Wednesdays. Justin, what was this episode about?
Oh man, leaving off where last week ended. Starting off where last week ended. It was Chase blew up the base, and it was basically Felicity and Oliver trying to get out while Team Arrow tries to get them out, and things happen like gas gets out, and then it also flashes back to when they were last hooked up for some reason. That was kind of, am I wrong? And that was kind of weird.
I didn't enjoy that they went back to flashbacks from
from season 4. It's season 4.
This episode was not needed.
Oh man, the instant I saw that, okay, so in the opening it was basically an EMP, so there's no electricity working, and apparently what's her name, Felicity, has an electric thing in her spine that lets her walk because she was paralyzed last season. And so when I saw her in that wheelchair, I was like, oh man, Pablo is like committing suicide watching this. Let
me start off with some stuff I did like about the episode before I go into negatives.
What? There were likes you had about this episode?
I liked how Lila called out Diggle for pretty much having a double standard.
I would agree that was the best storyline in this whole episode. The Diggle.
The
He's kind of
morality
been
question.
forgotten this season, but yeah, I liked it. Good point, Pablo.
Yeah, it was a good questions that I had when we shot our last episode, saying, "Oh, they do this all the time," and that was brought up in this episode, which was great.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just remember that was like, you were like, oh, this is a big plot hole, and it was mentioned. So I was like, oh man, that's really good. I thought that was really good. Yeah, good point,
I also
Pablo.
liked how Renee is working with the team again. It's been he's been in a scene here
He's
or
been with
a
Haas
scene
all
here
week.
there, but yeah, that's pretty much it. He's just working in an office, and I kind of want to see him more back in the field, at least doing extensive stuff. And then the last thing that I liked was Argus having up-to-date tech on everyone's equipment.
Shouldn't Argus have that?
Shouldn't? I think they should. That's
Isn't
why
Argus like S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Kinda. It's something like that. They're trying to protect. Well, I enjoyed that, that they had intel on the whole team. Because what if the team does turn bad? They need a way to take them down. And I like that
There is no Batman in this universe, so yeah, someone's got to take these rogue.
It says there is a Bruce Wayne.
In Supergirl on Earth 34 or whatever.
They made mention of him on The Flash. What about some stuff that you enjoyed about this episode?
The effects were really good.
I'm guessing that's all you had on
We got to see the salmon ladder.
We got to see the salmon ladder disgraced. That's what we saw. Let's move on to dislikes for this episode. Justin, how about you?
Hold on, let me see if I can figure out a like. Curtis was funny.
I disagree with that.
The Diggle storyline was good.
All right, so dislikes. I'll start you off with an easy one.
This was like a team building episode, which shouldn't have happened. I mean, maybe that hooking up thing happened because it referenced like, oh yeah, this is why you need a team, blah blah blah. But like, shouldn't that have been earlier in the season?
I think a lot earlier,
right? Because this was like a real team building episode. Do you agree? That was like a good thing for it.
Yes and no.
And then I don't want to go back to Felicity and Oliver again.
That's why I said I'll start off with an easy one. about you do have some valid things that I'll go into right now.
Wrap
With
it up.
basically being, Felicity constantly questions Oliver. Even in the beginning of this season, no, don't listen to him. Do it my way. But yet this episode, she was all about, I always have the best interest and I listen to you, which is not true. Which I had said
But
our last episode.
she does kind of like tell him, and he just ignores her. So she's like, "Oh, let's try doing things my way," kind of thing. I don't care. I honestly don't care, Pablo.
Yeah, before we go on into any more dislikes about this episode, because there were a lot more, and we could spend maybe a half hour going into it.
This whole show could have been this episode on
So, Justin, how would you rank the episodes?
Arrow bottom.
I agree with that.
I'm gonna say Supergirl and then Flash.
I'm not going to agree with that. I'm going to say Flash.
Well, this is why you see things.
I'm going to say Flash and then Supergirl. Just because that ending really deterred Flash for me. But yeah, that's just our ratings on that.
This is why you see.
But if you guys disagree, let us know what you really thought about the episodes this week in the comments down below.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment like someone else did last week about where was that guy who's missing. Moy, will you be here next week to catch up with everything?
Yes.
You heard it here first, folks.
Also,
Don't call it a comeback.
Also, don't forget to follow us over at Screenophiles, where we will try to post a review as soon as the remaining episodes are over on the West Coast time.
But yeah, let's 3 more episodes. Pablo, you excited?
I don't.
Oh God.
Maybe for Arrow. Let's see. I've heard that these 2 episodes were going to be a low, so let's see if it can pick it back up.
Thanks for watching DC on TV. We'll DC you on the next episode.
I guess we're done here.
God, this is a horrible exit of a show. How many episodes are we at? We still haven't figured out how to end this damn thing.
I think I'm gonna find a ending on first time viewings before you do.
Why would I have an ending on first time viewings?
No, I think I'll find my ending on that